He was born with a very hard start. Both of his legs had problems. Everyone called him a cripple and made fun of him. But he held a wooden stick and used rocks like baseballs. His swing was unbelievably fast. A girl passing by did not believe it. She even made a bet with him. The boy did not explain anything. He just started swinging, one after another. Every rock flew far away. The girl was shocked. Later she really became his girlfriend. His brother heard about it and did not believe it at all. He insisted on seeing it himself. The boy picked up the bat again and told his brother to throw the rock. The brother expected a joke, but as soon as the rock came, the boy hit it away instantly. A loud crash came from far away. A car window was broken. The owner rushed over. The boy immediately apologized and said he would pay for it. The owner could not believe it. Such a long hit came from this kid, and he even had metal braces on his legs. The boy swung again. 2 more perfect hits. The owner was completely convinced. He said the boy was born for baseball. Those words stayed in Rickey's mind forever. Because of a spine condition from birth, Rickey always walked with braces as a child. Many sports were impossible for him. Only baseball was still possible, but he could not run bases, so every hit had to be a home run. When he had free time, he watched baseball games outside bars with his brother and sister. Those hitters became his idols. He often asked his father when he could remove the braces, but the doctor was very clear. He would never walk like a normal person easily. His father also opposed baseball, because he was afraid Rickey would get hurt. His father wanted him to become a pastor instead. He only wanted him to grow up safe. Later his father stuck to his beliefs and offended many people. He was removed from his church position. He lost his job and lost their house. The family had to leave, but on the road, their car broke down and heavy rain started. At the worst moment, an old woman helped them and found a new job for the father. The next day, they arrived in a new town. The house was very old and broken, but they finally had shelter. Soon after, Rickey and his brother saw people playing baseball. They went to ask, but a tall boy mocked them. Rickey challenged him directly. He missed the first pitch. He missed the second pitch again, and fell down hard. Everyone laughed at him. His brother told him to quit, but Rickey refused to give up. He broke his leg braces with his own hands. The third pitch came. He swung with all his strength, and sent the ball out of the field, but the other side refused to count it. The brothers had to leave. At home, the family was eating dinner. The father walked in, and froze. Rickey slowly stood up, without braces, and without help. The boy who could not stand on his own, was now standing. The father was shocked, and hugged him tightly. That night, he took the whole family out to eat. Life slowly became stable again. The town started a baseball team. Rickey wanted to join immediately, but he needed a parent's signature. He knew his father would say no, so he could only watch training from outside the fence. Later, with help from his brother and friends, they secretly copied the father's signature, but they were soon caught. The coach came personally. He said Rickey was a natural hitter, but the father still refused. The brother took responsibility, and Rickey explained his dream. The father still said no, but he slowly began to change. The next day, Rickey went to his father again, and said he would never quit baseball. He drew a cross made of bases on paper. The father finally hesitated. Soon after, Rickey joined the team. Before every game, he drew a cross on the ground. After years of training, he became the team star. No matter what pitch came, he could hit it far. The car owner from before became his coach. To help Rickey, the coach contacted a scout, but the pitcher he faced was the tall boy from his childhood. The game started. Rickey quickly hit a home run. The crowd went wild, but then, he tripped over a pipe, and badly injured his ankle. Doctors found his spine condition was getting worse, and surgery cost was very high. To raise money, his brother worked non-stop. People in town also helped, but it was still not enough. Just then, the coach brought news. In a few months, a major league tryout would be held there. This was Rickey's only chance. The coach even planned to sell his farm, but the father did not want his son to take more risk. At that moment, the grandmother stepped in, and offered money for surgery. The surgery was successful, but the doctor said recovery would take at least 6 months. This meant he would miss the tryout. Rickey lost his chance, but he did not stop. With a cast on his leg, he still practiced swinging with crutches. Soon after, the grandmother passed away. Before leaving, she asked Rickey not to give up, to not disappoint everyone. Rickey made a crazy decision. He grabbed his bat, and broke the cast himself, showing his still injured leg. The father rushed in, about to stop him, but the mother held him back. In the following days, his brother trained with him every day. He kept swinging again and again, fighting fate step by step. Then the coach brought more news. A top scout in the country would also attend the tryout next week. The night before the game, Rickey sat in the church. His father stayed silent. Late at night, the father took Rickey's glove, and wrote a blessing inside, then fell asleep holding a book about recovery. Rickey saw all of this. The next day, the tryout began. Top players from everywhere arrived. Everyone gave their best. Rickey also tried hard, but in the end, the scout stopped him. Because of his injury, no team wanted the risk. Rickey asked for one more chance. The scout finally agreed. He hit every ball after that. Each one went farther. even into the next field. A major league coach nearby noticed, and called Rickey over. After watching him, the coach was impressed, but after hearing about his injury, he hesitated again. Still, he decided to give him one more chance. There would be an exhibition game next day. If he proved himself, he would reconsider. This was the closest Rickey had ever been to his dream. The stadium was full. Rickey stood nervous on the field. The game started. He missed the first pitch, missed the second again. People started talking. Then he finally hit the third. The ball flew into the outfield. The crowd began to cheer. His rhythm improved. He started hitting more balls, each one farther than the last. The coach raised difficulty, and brought in a stronger pitcher. People felt it was unfair. Rickey missed again, then swung with all his power. The ball was caught. The pitcher got angry. The next pitch came directly at him. It hit Rickey and he fell. The stadium went silent. Everyone thought he was done. After a moment, he slowly moved, pushed himself up, and walked back to the plate. He refused to quit. The crowd watched in silence. The pitcher threw again. Rickey took a deep breath, and swung. The ball flew higher and higher, farther and farther. It went over the fence. The stadium exploded in cheers. It was a home run after being knocked down. Everyone stood up. The coach was shocked. At that moment his father appeared in the crowd. He watched his son. The boy who once could not stand without braces, was now standing on the field. His father's expression slowly changed. For the first time, he said nothing against him. After the game, Rickey impressed everyone. The coach offered him a contract, and a chance for professional baseball. Rickey stayed quiet. He did not answer immediately. At home the family was silent. News of the grandmother's death arrived. The family became sad again. Rickey kept practicing in his room. He never stopped. His injury was still not fully healed, but he continued training. His father watched quietly, and did not stop him anymore. Later the team received an invitation for a bigger tryout event. Rickey became a key prospect. The night before the game, he went to church alone. He sat in silence for a long time. His father also came to the church. They did not speak. That night the father placed a note in his glove, with simple encouragement. The next day the tryout began. Players from everywhere arrived. Competition was intense. Rickey started poorly, missing several hits. People doubted him again, but he quickly adjusted, and started hitting consecutively. The ball flew farther and farther. Scouts began watching again, but concerns remained. His injury risk was too high. They were not sure he could handle professional play. Rickey asked for one last chance. They agreed to a final test. He stepped into the batter box again, missed the first pitch, barely touched the second, then swung hard on the third. The ball flew far. This hit changed their opinion, but still no final decision. An exhibition game was arranged, to decide his future. On game day the crowd was huge. Rickey stood in the center. The game started. He was unstable at first, missing early pitches. The field went quiet. Then he slowly improved. He hit one cleanly. The crowd clapped. The coach increased difficulty again. Stronger pitcher entered. Rickey missed first two, then swung with full strength. The ball was caught. The pitcher lost control. The next pitch hit Rickey. He fell again. The stadium went silent. Staff rushed in. Everyone thought it was over. After a moment, Rickey stood up again, and walked back. The crowd began standing. He faced the pitcher once more. The final pitch came. Rickey swung with everything he had. The ball soared into the sky, farther and farther. It went over the stadium wall. The crowd erupted. Everyone cheered. The coach nodded. He believed Rickey had proven himself. After the game news spread, Rickey received a professional contract, and entered the major league system. He finally achieved his dream.